from the internet. Alright, so get off my screen. Okay, so turret's destroyed. So now I just have to make it to the station. Guys are curious what games I got, just leave the comments in the comment section below asking what games I have. I can let you know, and then you can let me know if you want to see me play any of those. What I was saying is, tactical and engineering, your ship will always move this slow in this place called the Briar Cluster. Or Briar Magic. Where a science officer character will have no problem because you can select science option and you can pretty much go maximum impulse all the way through without being slowed down. It's like this place is designed for science officers only. But you can actually do these quests with in a team, so basically if someone's a science officer, they could help you get to the objectives a whole lot quicker. I just gotta make sure this, when you join a team, you can put it at the same level as the one that's a team leader. Otherwise, if there's a level 65, and like my character SlicySlice is level 6, I'd be dying a lot. And barely doing any damage to those ships. So well, while we're making our way to it, going to that lithium store because there's some reclaiming stuff I can get a hold of, like the Thompson machine gun. All these cost $0 lithium, so I'm getting them all. Yes. Sure, why not? And that. I would go with this, but I don't have a ship that I can use this on yet. So I'll hold off on that one. Someone I can shoot another gas cloud. There you go. He's got 3 turrets that I have to take out first. Very handy.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Dang it, I would do it because they're under attack. Fire my torpedoes. There we go, that lessened it. Of course. There we go. Angle up it.
Four shields failing.
Alright, that's all of those turrets. So, now I have to get close enough to be able to beam to the station. Don't worry, I'll show you guys when this thing blows up. It'll be fun.
Ship is under attack.
Okay, there's one more turret. Like I said, there's about 3 in there. Now I can beam down. Stop. Okay, now we can beam down. Take out our entire 4-member crew so far. As you can see, among the ones there, we got thank you, Lieutenant. We got Colas, our Solarian, Zarva, our, I believe she's a Bolian. Then you got Devrel right here, a Vulcan, science officer. Zarva's an engineer, Colas is tactical, and then right over here, Elisa Flores, human, and she's also tactical. And we're flying here is a tactical, so gonna breach the door. You guys get to see me use the Thompson submachine gun in action against these Klingons. Here we go. Hit R1, and I got a shot at every single one of them. Pretty much took them all out by myself. Got the final hit in. Breaking a door. Wait for the smoke to clear. And fire away. And if I hold on R2, it does pretty much the same thing. I can hit multiple enemies with it. And the best part is, since it's not an energy-based weapon, I can bypass the shields instantly. Alright, so now I need to talk to the two saints.
I'd be happy to tell you what I know, but ask fast. I'm going to the shuttle bay and getting out of here.
Alright, I'm going to let this play for you guys, so... I've been through this lots of times, but a lot of you probably never played a game and probably like to see what it's like, so here you go.
I'm an independent researcher. Word got out that an interested party was paying a lot of latinum for simple projects. It sounded like a good deal. Then I got here, found out the Klingons were my new employers, and the good deal was work or die. I should have known better.
Alright.
There used to be about 20 of us working on various projects. As people completed their work, they would disappear. I heard one of the Klingons say that my time was up. You got here just in time.
Alright, next question. We now found out how they got there. What do you know about Ambassador Bavet?
Bavat is the one running this whole operation. I overheard him say he's keeping the Klingon Empire strong by prolonging the war with the Federation. He thinks that unless the Klingons have an enemy on which to focus their energies, they'll fight amongst themselves and tear the Empire apart. I kind of hope he's right.
Okay, so Bavat, my bad. Do you know his whole plan?
He hasn't let much information slip, but I know that he found some sort of device abandoned in deep space. He wants to use it in an attack so horrible, the people of the Federation will demand that Starfleet take revenge. The fighting will continue for years.
Alright, next question. What are you going to do now?
I'm heading for the hangar, finding the first ship that will fly and getting out of here. I'm done working for Klingons. Some of them are honorable, but Bavat cannot be trusted. His desire for war with the Federation has blinded him.
Alright, and now we have to select a green one. What do you know about the weapons here?
The Klingons are planning something big. They have been forcing us to design weapons. They want improved disruptors and torpedoes for their ships, but some of their demands have been very specific.
Specific? How so?
They want a weapon that can punch through solid neutronium, which is impossible. And they keep talking about torpedoes, with payloads big enough to destroy a small planet.
Ooh, a small planet. Yeah, you guys get to see what it is that we're going to be facing taking these droids in probably one shot. Were any of you successful in designing these weapons?
There are prototypes of some of the new weapons in the laboratory here, as well as schematics on the base computers. If I were you, I'd destroy the prototypes and the schematics. Neither side needs that kind of destructive power.
Alright, so one says, rescue both scientists and then destroy the experimental weapons in the main laboratory. Alright, so that's scientist 1 rescued. Scientist number 2, right here. Dr. Everly.
Thank you. These Klingons have had me designing weapons for them at Disruptor Point. The scientists who finished their research are taken away. We are the only 2 left.
Alright. And now Lieutenant Kyla Van Zyl, as you probably can tell from the tattoos on her neck, she's what's known as a trill. She's telling us both scientists are safe, thankfully. I suggest we locate those weapons. Now, we can set up explosive charges and remotely detonate them when we return to the ship. Alright, let's find those weapons. Before I do that, I'm going to scan this. Trionium gas. Good for crafting stuff. Now we're gonna have to breach this door. Right, see a whole lot of fighting happening. Because we got sets of them down here. There's there's 3 right here, so I'm going to go ahead and hit R1. Which they're going to try to photon grenade me. I'm going to take the contents. Healing items, nice. I keep my away team healed up. And myself, if I need it. Okay, there's 3 right over here, so R1. I'm going to take them all out first. If I can find any more. Okay. I'll go ahead and find a couple of the charges until I find more. That's 1. It's number 2. Number 3. And over here we got, oh, we got a team of enemies. You stay back. Nothing like smacking them down to the ground. Get this canister. And place a charge. Alright. Okay, thank you. There's a computer core nearby. Alright, let's go to that computer core. There we go. And I'm going to get all this gas. Never know when I'm going across something. Overload the computer now. Nice. And now I got fired by like 60 Klingons. Ow. Taken out. Good. Raised research. Alright, right alert for that job. Yep, being back aboard. Time to blow the installation.
Face to face at last with one of the Federation's greatest officers. I've read much about you, though I'm not as impressed as our intelligence agents are. After all, you were rather easily led to this system by a few well-placed pieces of bait. I've had pet dogs with more sense. I have everything I need from the research station, but I must say, humiliating a Federation war criminal is, as the humans say, an added bonus. Try to stop us if you must. However, I won't think poorly of you if you walk back to Earth with your tail between your legs, there to whimper at your master's feet. You have lost this day. Victory is mine, and mine alone. Kapla!
What is the situation? Stop the Klingon ships before they can escape with an experimental weapon. Gotcha. Of course, I
Target's shields have failed.
That satellite right there. Track the beams on in to a range so I can shoot as well. There we go. There we go. I know that some people are probably don't want to pop that down afterwards. Fine. I think it was that one. Can I blow it up yet? Yep, there it goes. Okay, so we got another Klingon ship over here. Or from the looks of it, looks like only one left. Okay. Welcome to the live stream, guys. You don't have anything to say, go ahead, just let me know. It's so slow. Why did I have to choose tactical for this one? Can I catch this ship in time? Maybe I can. I guess we'll find out. It's as fast as I can go. I won't let me go any faster. I can hold down the up button all I want. And it's just saying you can't go faster. You're in prior patch. It won't let me. All this radiation. Okay. Klingon. Oh, is that a cruiser? I think so. Oh, hello, particles. It's gonna be real fast. There we go. And I get off my screen so that's what I can see. Oh, yep, it is. I'm proud of it. A Katinga. Look at that. Now, I'm going to call a little backup.
Target's shields have failed.
Kalis ships coming in through the time limit. Yep, got 1, 2 barrel, and about it. Nice. Alright, there was just 2 ships destroyed. That's good. And you're saying excellent work. Vivant won't be getting his hands on those experimental weapons, and we recovered a lot of actionable intel. Actionable? Okay. I terminated the data we pulled from the computer core to Starfleet. It's helping at Edge. Alright, let's depart system. Gonna be taking on the device that he was going on about. That can destroy entire planets. So that'd be fun. Okay, so let's see. Since I'm in sector space, now I can move faster. Yes, thank you. No more of those quests, please. Unless it's the next one. Which I know it's not. Excavation, I'm not doing that one yet. That's a later quest. It's gonna be too difficult for level 6. Can you give me the next quest for the Klingon Empire one? Yes? No? Do I have to start it myself? Okay, let's take a look at the missions then. Okay, secret orders. Oh, of course, I forgot.
I've read the after-action report filed by Lieutenant Van Zier.
what do you
Pity
think?
we weren't able to apprehend Bavat, but I'm glad we shot that weapons facility down.
Tactical
Nicely
counsel,
done.
Science.
As for that weapons
engineering,
research the Klingons were conducting, Starfleet has some of our best people analyzing the data you recovered. You'll find out what Bavat and his people were doing there soon
These are all
enough.
Mark IIs for right
There's
now.
a lot more intel to analyze, and I suspect we'll be working again soon.
Neutronium alloy.
Klingons don't tend to think small, and we'll need the best we can get to deal with Bavat and his...
Let's see here. Now it's with the ship hull. Particle generator is probably going to be shields. And reduce the amount of damage.
Admiral,
Congratulations.
you're the right...
Stimulus device.
You have a new captain power available in your radio menu. Press the L2 button to show all your powers. Use the left stick
Thank
to
you,
navigate
tutorial.
this radio menu.
Okay,
Press
so
the L3 button
Donya's
to set
system.
your
Admiral
quick
Quinn
power
says-
and update the default captain power to use. Press the right trigger to activate a power directly from this radio menu.
Now we gotta do a full U-turn. Almost a 360. Yeah, I could patrol the system, but I'm heading on to the mission objective. Catch and release. To go to Donya's system. I hope I said that right. Oh, alright, while doing that, since I'm not, let's take
Skills will increase your effectiveness in both space and ground combat. Select any skill
Science,
to see.
tactical.
Every skill costs 1 point of the same
So
type
this
to
has with the
purchase.
whole-
You will earn
this
1 space
destroys-
point every 1 level
does the
and
capacity
1 ground
distance
point every
regeneration.
5 levels until you reach level
Capacity for
50.
shield,
For each
regeneration
skill
shields.
purchased, you will earn progress in unlocked paths.
2 different kind of weaponries. Training skill provides a blah, blah, blah. Increase torpedo damage. Increase base damage. Let's do that one. Base damage. And let's add to shields and to the hull. There we go. Now for the ground.
Every skill costs 1 point of the same type to purchase.
Weapons.
You will earn 1 space point every 1 level and 1
Pals.
ground point every 5 levels
Tits.
until you reach level 50.
On the front lines of the Klingon Federation
You will
War,
earn progress in
brave
unlocked
captains from
paths.
both sides battle to defend their homes and gain advantages for their faction.
Grenade, smoke
Each
grenade.
death has meaning. Every victory can turn the tide. These are the conflicts that will determine the fate of the quadrant.
Captain, I was going to look at these. Mark II phases stun pistol, beam pistol. I don't have much in the way of it. So I'll equip the plasma because I can. Wood tactical. Let's give us a healing item there, and yeah, Ferengis now. There we go. I got armor here. Let's check mine. I'm a Mark II as well. Oh yeah, Mark II. Okay. Who doesn't have the? Okay, it's you two. Oh, let's give it to you. There we go. Elisa Flores has it. Nice. Which one's better? Beam weapon damage, phaser damage. Beam weapon damage. There we go. That one's higher percentage. Okay. I got tactical kits I can core up as well. Do I have rally cry? Nope. Grenade. Okay. Let's get that one. Then there we go. And oops. I was not expecting I was going to pass it. I thought I was going to automatically stop. Apparently, I was wrong. Now let's make sure it's on direct course. Now it is. And it should stop at... actually outside the system. Yeah, you're wondering why a lot of those missions pop up. Well, here's the reason. They're pulling up Romulan Mystery, the first one for each of these missions that I will be having to do throughout the course of this entire live stream. Huh. Julia's Discovery. I got episodes 1 and episode 3 available. Okay. Yeah, I'll do those ones at a later point. Right now, I don't know what you guys think. Should I wait until like, what, about level 30 to try to do that? Because that would take a while to just work through all of them. I'm not high enough level to be able to survive Jaula at all. A Klingon from like some time period. Okay, here's the system that we need to be at. Begin Doomsday Device. Okay, it's kind of a bit of a three-parter mission. Part number 1, we need to apparently disable a Klingon ship. Alright, let's go ahead and go do that. At least we can move faster here. I will not be targeting the docking station over there because it's destructible. And my satellite will help me out here. Accidentally targeted this one. That's okay. I have to take out the boundaries anyway. There we go, I get a photon torpedo. 9% going down. Got it. Almost done. Stop. Waiting for Red Alert to finish. This ship is what we're going
Whatever
on.
you need, sir.
Alright, so now we board the IKS Targ. Have to do a little cleanup in the process too.
How can I help?
Okay, so security engineering deck is what we need to do. If you guys don't want to read that, or don't want me to read it, you can skim over it. So yeah, there you go. It's reporting that the Targ was running with a skeleton crew, so we basically got to take out that skeleton crew. As you see on the minimap up there, we got quite a bit to go through. I'll get my Tommy gun.
sir.
Wow, you echo loud. Alright, turbo to the bridge. And no, I don't have a fast speed on this. It's just how they run when going in for while attacking. So annihilate them. Oh, Captain the Tank. Yeah.
Whatever you need, sir.
Okay, so let's hear bridge interest ship is secure. Remaining Klingons are being transported to the brig for holding. Commander Burgess was sure that... Okay. So... I need to activate the terminal right here in the ready room. And we get to go through a cutscene. Enjoy.
Captain's personal log. I have been betrayed by my first officer, a man I considered my friend, Kavok. Why? He and a group of traitors tried to take the ship. Kavok is the only survivor. There is also evidence that Kavok sent a coded message to Federation space. I do not understand why a warrior I have trusted with my life would do this. He tried to explain, but I do not need to listen to the words of a traitor. Let him rot in the brig. Ambassador Bavat has ordered me to bring him to the Imaga system for questioning. Kavok will die screaming. It is not an honorable death, but it is the one Kavok deserves.
Well, the only problem is you were the one who died. So now I had to go to the brig to release our contact. Whoa. Yep, brig. Okay, so here he is. He's in a comm. I won't speak to you through a force field like a caged animal. Let me out and we can talk. Open the cell.
You are my enemy, but today you are my only hope. I will redeem my honor.
Alright, so we can go through all these questions or just instantly hit green. For most of you who watch this later on, I guess if you don't want to see that, you would always be able to skip ahead. But yeah, on live stream, we're just going to go ahead and go through it. Why were you in the brig?
I was once the first officer of this ship. I served the House of Bavat loyally and well, and fought by my captain's side in battle. I thought I was living an honorable life, and then I learned what Ambassador Bavat's plans for the war were. I could not let Bavat do such a horrific thing. To unleash such a weapon upon the galaxy for his own ends is the act of a coward, not a warrior. I gathered a small group of officers who thought as I did. Our plan was to take over the ship and fly it to the Imaga system. There, we would either stop this doomsday before it occurred, or die in battle. I tried to take this ship. I failed. Now I am dishonored, and I must redeem myself or die. Do you have more questions?
Why did you contact Starfleet Intelligence?
When my plan to take the Tar was discovered, I knew I had to act quickly. Bavat has much more than the experimental weapons from the base in the Briar Patch. He has a planet killer, a ship of such destructive power that nothing can stand against it. He intends to use this doomsday machine to attack Federation worlds. I find myself in a strange place. To regain my honor, I must join forces with my enemy.
I sent a coded message to the Sol system and hoped that the right person would hear it. Do you have more questions?
Why do you think Bavat is doing this?
Bavat is obsessed with conflict. He believes that the Klingon Empire will stagnate and fall into degeneration and ruin unless they have enemies to fight. Without war, Bavat believes that we will destroy ourselves.
Sounds like he's afraid.
Bavat found the planet killer, and he ordered his scientists to learn how to control it. Now, he plans to attack and destroy one of your worlds. The Ambassador knows the Federation wants peace. But if there was an attack where billions died, would something so heinous make you want revenge? If he succeeds, the war between our peoples will be endless, and Bavat will have won. Do you have more questions?
Tell me more about this planet killer.
It is a ship with no crew. Its hull is solid neutronium. It fires beams of pure anti-protons and fuels itself with the hulks of destroyed planets. Weapons are useless against it. The planet killer is ancient. I have heard stories that your Starfleet defeated a device similar to this long ago. I hope that you will be able to defeat this one as well.
That sounds like a reference from probably Next Generation.
Do you have more questions?
Okay. What did Bavat find at the Doomsday Machine?
It was a floating hulk deep in the Taong Nebula. Ships from his house searched for months before they found it. Bavat claims to have knowledge of the future. He says that is why he knew the planet killer would be found in the nebula. Its location was forecast. I do not know if this is true. If our actions cannot change our path, then are we imprisoned by fate? Was I destined to lose my honor and betray my captain? Do you have more questions?
Okay, we got about 3 questions left. Bavat has knowledge of the future.
So he claims. I was once one of Bavat's most valued officers, and he told me much of his plans. Bavat said that centuries ago, there was a temporal Cold War. Factions from the future manipulated people in their past like pieces in a Klinjar game, each trying to change history for their own ends. Agents from one of these future factions, the Nakul, came to the Klingon Empire in the 22nd century. They tried to gain my people's loyalty by revealing much of what was to come. My ancestors listened and recorded all that they were told. Then they spat in the Nakul's faces and sent them back to their own time empty-handed. Even then, we would never be willing slaves.
Okay.
Since then, the knowledge that the Nakul offered in trade for servitude has been preserved by a small cabal of Klingons. This organization ruled from the shadows, using what they knew, what was forecast, to guide the future of the Empire. Bavat is the last. He has no sons, and trusts no one. When he dies, all that came from the Nakul dies with him.
Awesome.
Do you have more questions?
What was the plan to stop the attack?
Bavat had a plan to stop the Doomsday Machine if he ever lost control. This ship is equipped with Hak-Pang torpedoes. They have a greater yield than any weapon currently used by the Empire or your Federation. The planet killer is hidden in the Imaga system now. My plan was to fly to the system, disable Bavat's control over it, and then use the weapons on this ship to destroy it. Do you have more questions?
Alright, final question before the green one. Why can't we simply send a fleet to Imaga to stop the Doomsday Machine?
Bavat's forces have total control over the Imaga system. To keep any ships but those loyal to him away, Bavat has installed a series of generators that maintain an energy drain, much like the Breen weapon that disabled ships during the Dominion War. Modified to withstand this drain, any others that approach the system will be helpless. Do you have more questions?
Nope. Let's go ahead and get started. What should we do now?
Help me. Repair this ship and we will fly it to Imaga together. Then we can disable the energy drain so your fleet can enter. The threat to your Federation.
And to all life in the quadrant.
How can I help you?
One, that's awesome. I'll patch the message through to you. You can use the terminal in the ready room. Alright. Where? There it is. Return to the bridge. Fire everywhere. Alright, here we go. Contact Starfleet. That's the situation here. Your orders?
Do what you think is best. It's risky, but Kvalk may be our best chance to stop Bavat and this planet killer. I'm notifying all available ships to change course for Imaga. Once the energy drain is taken care of, they'll move in to support you. I don't need to tell you how important it is to stop the Doomsday Machine before Bavat can use it to attack populated worlds. Millions of people are relying on you to save them. I know you can do it. Good luck.
Good luck, he says. Captain SlicySlice 2.
Yes, Captain.
Send a crew over immediately. We was
Understood. I'll join you shortly.
Warp to Imaga. Engineering team, huh? All systems are operational and we are ready to depart. Alright, to Imaga we go.
I'm monitoring communications from the planet. They're not calling for ships, so either they haven't noticed us, or they think we're supposed to be here. We're safe for now, but that could change.
Okay, what do we do?
We need to scan one of the generators maintaining the energy drain to get all the information I need to finish a new command program. Be careful. Bavat trusts no one, not even his own men. He may have defenses in this system even I don't know about.
Good to know. Alright, so I basically go straight ahead. And scan that. And slow down, scan generator. Stop and scan. What attacked us?
Drones? Bavat must have upgraded the security. Scanning the generators now. I have the data. We will need to load the control program into all 3 generators. After that, we can change the command codes from a terminal on the planet's surface.
Upload. Alright, that's one. Let's upload to the other 2 and fight any other drones that come at us. Uploading. Here's the drones. Upload successful. Now, Alpha, Bravo, now to Charlie. Watch, we're going to get attacked by drones again.
Generators are under our control now, but your ships won't be safe until we lock Bavat and his forces out of the command consoles. I've equipped your away team with holo projectors, and they're ready for the mission. And Captain, remember that you're a Klingon now. Try not to look too out of place.
I'll do my best. Land the ship. Away team ready. They're the only members I have with my bridge officers, so for now. Speak.
The objective here is simple. Find a control console and change the command codes. Then Bavat won't be able to stop us from shutting down the energy drain. There are 2 consoles. The Alpha console is staffed by an officer who might be willing to negotiate. The Beta console, let's just say that Commander Talk prefers fighting to talking. The soldiers here shouldn't challenge you, but be careful of the TARs. The holo emitters won't fool them. I have another task to complete. Meet me back here when you are done with the command codes.
Roger. We just need to activate one of them, so we're just going to take the quick and easy path. Basically, I'm going to go to Beta. Okay, we're counting upon, oh boy, targets. Okay. We'll be heading this path then. Guess we'll try to go to Alpha instead. Given no choice to do it because of the Tarks, and I will use my time again. But hopefully I won't have to. Okay, so who all has Tarks with them? Okay, that one right there is into it does. And my away team is already getting into battle. Ah, it's Tarks. Really? Fine. We'll eliminate them. I'm gonna die. Yep. Dad, do hate those Tarks. Them and their sense of smell. Almost walked into that one. And you guys just had to walk into it. Okay, you know what?
Enemy target.
Huh, the little targets don't do anything. Seriously, guys? It's like you want to pick a fight with every single Klingon here. Try to be stealthy. Not working. Take out the bigger target because the small ones apparently won't do anything. Except for run away. Now that you guys got your needful battle out of the way, the bloodlust is real.
Captain, I've been monitoring your progress from the ship. You are very close to one of the control consoles. There are Klingons where you need to go. You will either need to convince them to leave their post, or find other means of getting access.
Alright. Let's see if we can convince her to leave.
The Empire will prevail!
Okay. So we basically can just exit the conversation, or just tell her to get out of the way.
Death to the enemies of the Empire!
No one gets near this console, not even a miserable Batak like you. And now we have to fight her.
Enemy target lost.
And she got vaporized by a photon grenade. Nice. Okay, activate generator.
I see your mission was successful. Excellent. Mine was as well. I have smashed the device that Bavat used to control his doomsday machine. The planet killer is now as dangerous to him and his ships as it is to anyone else. You cannot control the storm, Captain. If you try, it will consume you. Meet me back at the ship. There is still more to do before this dark day ends, and my honor is restored.
See you there. And now to run all the way back. The little targets we don't have to worry about, apparently. I could easily go ahead and just start a fight with all these Klingons here if I wanted to, but no. That's 6 right there. Nice view of a giant ocean. And one's with targs. Great. That it? That's it? Alright, good. Now who are you firing at?
Enemy targets on sensors.
That guy's dead. Take out these 4 who have no shields. Is that it for him? No, there's apparently one more. And now which has Bavat down here apparently. There we go. Hi, Bavat. Oh, okay, so all those are just like basically warriors.
You? Ha 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 ha! You stumbled into my trap in the briar patch like a blind Grishnar cat. And here you are again, luring Starfleet ships to my testing grounds. The Doomsday Machine will destroy them. It will create glorious, endless war and strife. And it is all possible because of you.
No! I will not allow you to dishonor the Empire with your thirst for blood. We face our enemies as warriors, Bavat. We do not massacre innocents with machines of death.
There are no innocents. There are only the strong and the weak.
Are you strong enough to fight your own weapon? I have destroyed the device controlling the planet killer. No one is safe.
This isn't over. Warriors, attack! Joel, Ichu!
Alright, take out most of them. That one's down. Ow. That's what you get for hitting me with your bat'leth.
Captain, Klingon comm traffic just spiked. Bavat's forces have lost control of the Doomsday Machine, and they are scrambling all available ships to try to stop it. I've been in contact with Commander Burgess. Now that the energy drain won't affect our ships, the Starfleet task force is inbound. We need to get back into space as soon as possible.
On our way, board the ship. And
I see it. Bavat's planet killer is here. Maybe it has a weakness that we haven't found yet. We need to run a scan. Go to the navigation beacon. That should be close enough for the scan, but far enough away to keep us safe until help arrives.
alright. Navigation beacon. Yeah, there it is. It looks like a cone. It's like a bugle chip. Jump to this top. And here's why it's called a planet killer. Damage report.
Structural integrity holding, sir. We're shook up, but we'll be okay. Captain, there's an unauthorized shuttle launch. It's Kavok. Hail coming in, sir. I'll put it on the main screen.
Stay where you are, Captain. I'll handle this.
Kavok, turn that shuttle around. You'll be killed!
My life is of no consequence, but my honor. No, I must do this. Destroying this abomination is the only way to redeem myself. Farewell, Captain. Koi keles pu glod, koi puk be pu, yakbo matbo jeshu hui, se machu me u. Mashu, man, twak kok tu, nipe yima shakbo ku. Valva hemmet enjo tistak, val umadi umare, masutak umare, masutak, ma.
I'm reading significant damage to the Doomsday Machine, sir. But it's still active. Captain, we still have the Harpang torpedoes. They might be enough to finish the job. The machine's hull is solid neutronium, so targeting it won't help. We'll need to fly in front of the Doomsday Machine and launch the torpedoes down that thing's throat. The fleet will be here to help distract it, but we need to be careful. If we're in front of it when it fires its anti-proton beam, we won't fare any better than that moon did.
Alright. Get out of the ring. Oh. Don't want to get hit by that. That hurts. And 100% damage. Stop turning. Stop turning me. No. Stop turning. Alright, 2 more hits and it's done. What is that? Eyes? Far, yeah. Kinetic damage caused me to have a warp core breach.
Captain, Commander Burgess is patching a subspace signal through to us. The message is from Kronos, sir. Routing it to the main view screen now.
Alright.
Captain, my name is Kamen.
while the Empire realizes that you played a vital role in defeating a threat to both our worlds. I am afraid I must insist that you return the ship you stole immediately. I would not want to have to escalate this into something that we will both regret. The battle is over. We do not need to begin another.
True.
It might be best to do what he asks, Captain. The fleet's in no condition for a prolonged fight, sir. And honestly, there's not much about the bird of prey specifications that Starfleet intelligence doesn't know already. We did what we came here to do. Let the Klingons have their little victory, and the fleet can take you and your crew back to your ship.
Alright.
The important thing is that the Doomsday Machine was destroyed. I'm sure Commander Burgess will want to congratulate you for a job well done.
Now, let's warp out. Huh? The stream's only been up for an hour and 14 minutes. Alright.
Kvolk's loss is unfortunate, but he did what he believed he had to do. In the end, he died with honor. Fortunately, you were able to destroy the Doomsday device and end the threat of Bavat's weapons programs. We probably haven't seen the last of him, but at least now he's disarmed. At least as much as any Klingon, that is. And don't worry about having to return the IKS Targ to the Klingons. I don't believe that there's much about that class of bird of prey that Starfleet intelligence doesn't already know. If getting the ship back lets the Klingons think they won a small victory, I don't mind, and you shouldn't either. There are very few captains who can say they faced a threat like you did today and lived to tell the tale. Impressive work.
Well, I have two tacticals. Let's see how my luck is with... What do you guys think? Tactical, science, or engineer? Well, you let me know for future references for if I get choices like this. So I'm going to give me a second engineer. I won't be able to get them on board right away, but they will be put into my recruitment slot or list. So there we go. Going with the alien engineer officer.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
And there's the alien for you. Alright. Oh, got another thing to tell about. Another new officer. Okay, so that's how you can get as a bullion, tactical, human engineer, or another alien. Here's a science. Let's go with science, alien. Alright. Should be another mission popping up. Oh cool, level 8, nice.
We have a large number of operations going on in various parts of the galaxy, and we're constantly in need of ships and crew to work at these joint efforts. We've learned of a remote system where elements of the old Romulan Star Empire are trying to take over an asteroid mining facility. Nobody wants to see that happen, so there's a joint operation underway to stop them. Sign on to the task force operation for the Romulan Imperial minefield and see if you can lend a hand.
Alright. Let's see if we can actually get into that. Okay, well, let me do it that way. There you are. Check. And let's just see how long we'll have to wait for it. So while we're waiting, implement my skills, and traits. Okay, I got one skill point to use. Alright, that didn't take long. Ready? Now I just gotta wait for 45 seconds to finish counting down. going to it here pretty soon. There we go. Loading screen. This one is where I get team. I can put into a team of a total of 5 ships. The other 4 is going to be random.
Our intelligence services have discovered an Imperial Romulan operation to take over the mining facilities in this remote area of space. They're using these asteroid mines to collect materials for constructing more warbirds. We need to rescue the transport ships by breaking through the Romulan forces, destroying their minefields, and liberating the processing centers.
For those of you who probably don't know, that is Nog. If you ever watched the Star Trek series called Deep Space Nine, you would recognize him. Oh, everyone else is going in. So we got someone from the Romulan faction, and the other 3 are from Starfleet. Oh, we got someone around the same level as me. Or at least same tier ship.
The Romulans have cloaked mines next to the transports. Keep an eye out.
Where's that one going? You're going up to this one, okay. Well, I guess I'll provide a little bit of extra
Excellent work against those frigates. Just a few more to go.
Up and over. Where you guys going? Apparently it's this way.
Ship is under attack. That's like, looks exactly like it would be a tier 4. Past the Mogai heavy warbird. Very well.
side is flying apparently at the Ferengi warship. No, it's the Ferengi Nazi warship. Pull up.
The job isn't over yet. The enemy has disabled nearby mining facilities. Each facility will need several repairs to restore complete functionality. The local system relies on these resources for survival.
Alright. Now, they are doing the whole rally point stuff, so why not? Oh. Ooh. Nice ship. Oh god, no. Oh, they had to bring in the tier 5. All the way up. Basically, this is the Romulan Unix ship. Now. And we got another one right. Ooh. Actually, I think that's not the 2. Alright, that's 1 repair, 2, and French air mix.
Facility Beta is safe.
Oh gosh. I'm not smiling. For those of you watching, I hope you're actually enjoying all this. Watching me get blown up in these. If you want to see more of these task force operations when they become available to me, feel free to let me know. There we go. That unit is down. Okay, so alright, we only got Gamma facility over here, so that answers that question. Who to go for next? Come on, Dan, there's nothing. No, leave me alone. Distract your mind. You really like Johnny a lot, don't you? Turn away from the blast. Thank you. It's that. All the enemies. Yep, no more reds. Okay. except for that thing. Alright, you two go ahead and repair. And I'm going to go ahead and go this way and be ready. Those you're watching on YouTube, if you're wondering, they probably can hear what I'm saying, unless...
Facility Gamma is up and running. Even though you've defeated their ships, the Falcano will probably...
And I'm tired of seeing this fucking fighter now. Maximum impulse. Welcome to the live stream. I hope you enjoy watching me probably die a lot. No! Seriously, okay, it's got to show up around here somewhere. There you are. I really got to get out of laundry.
In the system. I'll mention your efforts in my official report. Chimera out.
Thank you, Captain Nog. Depart system. Let's get our ward.
Job well done. We have operations like this going on constantly, so whenever you have the time, join a task force operation. As you rise in rank and experience, more operations will be available to you.
galaxy at large.
You've done well. And while there are still issues at the Klingon front, it's time to move to a bigger picture. Come see me at Earth Space Dock for new information.
You got it. We're level 9, almost level 10. So what do you think? Should I go off and do another task force, or just head directly to Space Dock? The only task force I can do right now would be into the Hive, aboard one, or the Breach event. They're the only ones that's available. Well, I'll just Earth Space Dock, huh? Well, in that case, let's just completely transwarp there. Get that a whole lot faster. And have a good chance of getting level 10. If you want to see me play on any of my other characters, let me know. I have 2 on the Romulan faction. I have about around like 2 on the Klingon faction, and the rest are Starfleet. I did have one for the Jemadar, but I got rid of him because, yeah. Okay, so we got to report to the Admiral, so I'm not going to bother with beaming this guy up just yet. Alright, dock or station. I don't think I need to beam him up just yet. I think he's for a different quest. Or story quest part, I should say.
Holiday time will be reserved at the kiosk on deck 48. Condition Alpha. Repeat. Condition Alpha.
Rank AK level 21, named Orboro. Cool. Some people like to name their characters after something from what they've seen in shows, things like that. Me, I like to try and keep it unique. Yeah, I'm standing on your desk, Admiral. What are you gonna do about it?
You've done excellent work so far, so I want to expand the range of your mission profiles. There are trouble spots all over the galaxy. A good Starfleet captain never shies from engaging with trouble and trying to solve problems. Within the bounds of the Prime Directive, of course. You'll find patrols at systems scattered all across the quadrant, where enemy ships or local problems need help. We also have trouble spots in other parts of the galaxy, such as Nimbus 3, Drozana Station, and the Defera system. Check into these kinds of trouble spots as time permits.
Understood. Alright. Accolade complete. The Klingon War. And since I had to talk to you to get you to continue on, there I talked to you. Report on the war. There. Don't have to worry about that one anymore now. This is for some extra XP. It's a tutorial stuff. I moved the mic. Alright. Let's also do the change of clothes. Skill trainer, there we go. Okay, so skill trainer's on here. mean some of these pages became glitched.
Condition Alpha. Repeat. Condition Alpha.
Oh, okay. No one watching on live stream now. Hooray. Not really. Alright. I'm going try to finish these three right here up real fast. And call it a night on the live stream. Thank you. I had to talk to the chief engineer now. Who's supposed to be over here? That's this guy.
When you are ready to return to your ship, hold the X button to bring up your...
That's not a guy. Speak to chief engineer.
When you are ready to...
You can find various ship services.
When you are...
Yeah, not him. Oh, here you are. Let's go to the assignment officer. 1 hour 40 minutes. Well, 1 hour 41 now.
Paris shuttle arriving at Docking Bay 6.
I want to try to keep these to where they're not too long, but that doesn't always work out. And you're who I need to talk to. Alright, that's done. Now to talk to Taylor real fast. Zachary. God save. Okay, what levels? 65 and 8. Okay. Thank you. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and call it here, guys.
Skills will increase your effectiveness in both. Every skill costs 1 point of the same type to purchase. You will earn 1 space point every 1 level and 1 ground point every 5 levels until you reach level 50. For each skill, reaching each milestone will unlock additional bonuses or bridge officer training manual.
Put in 3 traits. So we would need what tacticals was things that tactical. How about some resistance? Resist. Alright, now for a ship. Need increased weapon accuracy. Increased defense. How about the beam damage? There we go. Alright, that's all taken care of.
Security teams, report to Docking Bay 6.
Okay. That's the dollar thing. I'll just find it. Any more? Nope. Any difference? Nope. that's it for the live stream. I hope you enjoy watching this later on when this is not a live stream anymore. So until next time, see you around.